And you already know it's your boy Kenzo, wrestling behind the curtain. We talking Grand Slam. We do another explainer video. In case you don't know what Grand Slam is, that's what we're here to talk about.
Hey guys, this is Santino Morel, and you're listening to Wrestling Behind the Curtain.
You already know what it is.
But this is a video I actually wanted to do for a while, and since AEW decided to steal it and put it out there, I'm gonna go completely, maybe do a little bit more of an explainer. It's gonna be rapid fire. It's gonna be a little quick. A little bit more of an explainer, give you some examples, and maybe some history. So to my knowledge, first time I can recall the term Grand Slam being used in wrestling was the Heartbreak Kid. Birthday just back. The boy Shawn Michaels called himself, because we already had Triple Crown. Triple Crown was in the WWF at the time. WWF champion, Intercontinental, and a tag team champion. That's Triple Crown. If you don't know what that is, maybe I got to explain a video on that too. Maybe give y'all some examples, but I just gave y'all the lowdown. Shawn Michaels had already been a Triple Crown, and then he won the European Championship in '97, and that's the Grand Slam. 4 belts. That's how you Grand Slam it. You can't just have any 4 belts. Like if you have both tag teams, that don't count towards your Grand Slam. It's just one tag team. So that's probably the biggest example in WWE, WWF type stuff. So the way it works is primary title, a secondary title like Intercontinental, US, something like that. And then you got third, which is like your TV, European, those, and then you got usually your tag team. Well, not usually. It has to have a tag team to fill it up. So now you know what a Grand Slam is. Let's give you some examples. In the original format by the WWF, you had Shawn Michaels, who achieved that, finished that all off, 97, September 20th, if you want to be specific. Lastly with the European. Triple H, 2001, with the WWF World Tag Team Championship with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's when he completed his Grand Slam. Kane, if Chance was here, he would have skipped this one, but in my video, I mean, we're just talking facts. We ain't got to put no personal stuff. Finished his when he got Intercontinental in 2001 of May. Chris Jericho finished his December 9th, 2001, when he held the titles. I mean, remember, he had that undisputed, so he had that. He had the tag teams already from earlier that year with Chris Benoit and with Edge way later. But again, we're doing the last thing you achieved to get the full. All right. Kurt Angle achieved that. His last belt was also a tag team belt, also with Chris Benoit. He's tied up in a lot of Grand Slams here. I didn't even notice. I didn't too many tag team partners. So October 20th, 2002 is when Kurt Angle completed his. Eddie Guerrero, one of my goats, completed his when he finally won the belt in 2004. Rob Van Dam, one of my faves too, completed it 2006. Booker T, also 2006. Jeff Hardy, 2008, when he became champion. JBL, don't know how we let that happen, completed his in 2009, even though he got his first belt in 1999, but that's neither here nor there. Christian completed it in May 2011. Oh, that's just as bad. And Big Show completed his in 2012. Jesus, that is crazy. They revised the format, so a lot of people I just said are also in there, but you also got DB, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, also known as Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins. I'm giving y'all examples now. I gave y'all more detail in the beginning. I'm not going to give every Grand Slam champion in existence. Just give y'all some examples. Y'all go look it up. And, women's Grand Slam champions. Got a shout out to the women's. There's only 4. And you think you know which 4, but you don't, actually. It's Bayley, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte Flair. So no Becky Lynch in there, surprisingly, isn't it? So, yeah. Those are the 4 women Grand Slam champions in WWE. And let's go to some other promotions, right? Over there in Impact / TNA, there's 5. And I'm pretty sure you guys probably know all these people. AJ Styles, if you don't know, maybe I got to explain a video on AJ Styles, give y'all some clips to go find his best matches and all that. Y'all let me know in the comments how we do it. Abyss, not one of my preferred. Samoa Joe, of course. Eric Young, and Austin Aries. Ring of Honor, only 3. Christopher Daniels had a match last night, kind of lackluster, but he's a 30-year vet. It might be time to hang it up, Christopher Daniels. But what do I know? I never wrestled. Matt Taven, whatever. And Jay Lethal, of course. That's Grand Slam. Now, a while ago, This is actually what made me think of the video. Jay White called somebody out, said he's the only Grand Slam champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but we know that that isn't true. Actually, I mean, you can say he's the first because he won the Never Open in 2021 in May, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, the other actual, Grand Slam champion. There's two, not just one. Jay White, I'm sorry, Switchblade, I'm not slandering you, but you lied. Hiroshi Tanahashi is a Grand Slam champion. He had the IWGP first time 2006, IWGP United States Heavyweight 2021. That's when he completed his Grand Slam. Before that, he had the IWGP Intercontinental 2014, which is before you had any belts in New Japan, Switchblade, in case you forgot. And January 30, 2021 is when he also won the Never Open Weight, which is the tertiary. See, in New Japan, it's not with tag team belts because there's two secondary, which you both get, the primary and the tertiary. Unless you want to believe Jay White, maybe he's saying without the tag team, it don't count. I don't know. That's not how New Japan puts it out because they already had, they call it the quadruple crown. So maybe Jay White, maybe you look correct. Maybe he's the only Grand Slam, but then you also got the quadruple crown, which also and they're the only two to do it. So I'm gonna big up on both. Hiroshi Tanahashi, one of my favorites. Jay White, Switchblade, still his era. You already know what it is. They got a couple, developmental leagues. They got a couple like FCW has two. Well, as close as they can get because they can't, they don't have as many belts. So technically, this will be a triple crown, and this will fold into NXT kind of because FCW was before NXT came around. That's what it turned into, kind of, sort of semantics, whatever. Seth Rollins and Richie, not Ricky. That's we're talking about 40 years later. Richie Steamboat also. So those two in FCW. Obviously, and it's funny because the tag team belts they held them together. That's how they both have it. They just won the championship two at a time, separate times, and they also both won the Jack Briscoe 15 championship, which is their secondary title over there in FCW. I used to literally like FCW. I like when Roman was on there. I forgot what his name was back then, but that's when you first saw the signs. But that's enough about that. I just explained to y'all what a Grand Slam champion is. That leaves him out. I know I kind of skipped Stardom and stuff like that, but I don't watch Stardom. I don't really know much about it. I don't want to butcher that up. So another video. Straight shot, no chaser. Oh, that's the Discord. Y'all hop in there, join there, because we be talking that we having these nice little topics. Y'all join the Patreon too, and have a good day. Watch some wrestling. Watch some new wrestling. Watch some kind of wrestling you've never watched before. And if you don't know where to find that, you can go to Why You Should Be Watching, which I got, it's on the channel. Or maybe, leave a comment and I can suggest something in another video, or I might comment back. You never know,